Hey, welcome back to Magic City Entertainment. Hopefully you guys are doing great today. So today I'm bringing you guys a review and my thoughts of Marvel's Avengers. First off, let me say this game was pretty decent. I mean, it kind of felt like a Marvel film. It still felt like a game, but when the cutscenes were going, it felt like an actual Marvel film. It felt like I was watching a film that was made by the Marvel directors. Let me say, there were some things that I did run into that I just wasn't a fan of. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way, get the bad stuff out of the way. First off, the characters were great. The only character I thought was a little bit lacked a little bit of more effort put to him. Not saying it wasn't effort at all put to him. I'm just saying he lacked a few things. Hawk. Hawk only has a few movesets. Square a few times, triangle. That's it. And he can throw rocks. That's it. He by far was the weakest Avenger. The weakest. You know, I thought Ms. Marvel would have been the weakest, but no. Hawk was the weakest, which is sad. Because Hawk has some... it's Hawk. You can't really do much to innovate from him. He's just Hawk smash, basically. But they could have done something a little bit better because he didn't feel like the best out of everybody. What else? I ran into issue where the frame rate would drop if a lot of stuff was happening. They might have patched that. I haven't played it in a while since I've beaten it, but it was some frame rate drops and it was stuttering and it was going really slow. So it seemed like the game wasn't handling as it said it was. So that was the thing that bothered. It wasn't a big issue, but keep that in mind if you do plan on playing this game. I'm pretty sure they patched it. They did an update for it, but I'm not sure if it was fixed or not. Haven't played it since then, so I'm not sure. What else? In the beginning of the game, there was this, I guess a glitch you can say. And I was live streaming the first couple hours of the game. There was a thing where I could press square to see what it says, and I couldn't do anything at all. One of my people on the stream said that was a glitch. Like, he played the game and he said that he was able to do it. I don't understand why you couldn't. It was weird. So that was a issue. The lighting also was an issue. I'm not sure if it was my PS4 or the settings in the game. I end up updating the brightness to like level 2 or 3, I can't remember, but it did make it look a little bit better. But for some reason it was really dark. I don't know why that was though, because in the beta it wasn't like that. I didn't touch the brightness at all in the beta, and it was looking good. But for some reason when I got the actual game, the brightness was at like 1, which was how it was in the beta. For some reason it just felt extremely dark. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the copy I got. I have no idea. But those are the only issues that bothered me just a little bit. They're not really deal breakers or anything. So I'm gonna get into the good things. Each character feels different from one another. I've already touched Hulk. Hulk was kind of the weakest. Ms. Marvel, she was pretty good. I didn't think I was gonna have fun playing as her, but I actually enjoyed her gameplay a lot. Thor had some really good gameplay. He reminded me of not sure if you guys have played God of War, the PS4 version with Kratos. So that felt like those two were kind of the same in a way. His gameplay was really good. Who else? Iron Man had some really good gameplay moments. Like, his gameplay was smooth. I didn't think it was gonna be that smooth playing as him, but it was. It was the gameplay in general was a lot smoother from the beta to the actual release. What else? There's Black Widow. By far, she's my favorite to play as. Her gameplay, I don't know what it is, but it's really cool. You know, and it's the best thing about it is they all feel different from one another. And they all have these special moves that they do that separates them from one another. Captain America, him and Black Widow have the best gameplay. Hands down, in my opinion, the best gameplay. It did take a while for you to actually get to Captain America, but once you did, there was no turning back. You wanted to play this every single time. At least I wanted to. I wanted to play as either Captain America or Black Widow, because their gameplay was just so good. I unlocked this move for Cap where he throws his shield and he can kick it back and hit like up to 5 enemies. It was dope. It was really dope. I liked that a lot. Black Widow, I liked her invisibility cloak, which is good. From one thing from Hulk I like was his running special, because if you actually hit somebody, you get a little extra animation. Iron Man was the beam from his chest, which was pretty cool. Thor, what was Thor's? It was like lightning coming from the sky, which was pretty cool. Who else? Miss Marvel, hers was like a giant hand. It wasn't bad. They're all pretty good, but Cap's was by far the coolest looking one, and so is Black Widow's. The customization in the game is kind of lacking. It's not like it's bad or anything, but I just felt like it could be better. Because I mean, you're getting all these level ups to make them better, but it doesn't change the appearance of your character. So I don't know if that was a thing they were just going with. They have costumes that you can go for and try to unlock, but what's the point of having costumes if it doesn't really change your stats? Because in most games like this, the way they have it is when you get new equipment, it looks different and it changes your stats. With this game, that's nothing at all. You just get new equipment, but nothing really changes. You're still wearing the same outfit. It would have been cool if it could have actually separated itself from other games just like this as well, but sadly no. So if you get like say for example, you have a level 10 and you find a level 15 in the chest, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't change the look of your character. It just changes the stats. That's it. I'm not saying that's a problem or anything. It's just that was a little lacking. What else? Other than that stuff was fine. It's not really a deal breaker, anything like that. The story was not bad. It was actually a really good story. Basically, you have Miss Marvel, you know, she gets her powers and everything, and now she's on this adventure to figure out how she can find a cure and how to stop it. And along the way, you meet the villain, you learn a whole bunch of other stuff, a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff going on, basically. I don't want to say too much because I may say something and that may be spoilers, so I don't want to say anything like that. But the story was very good. I think that was the best part about this game, was the story. For me, you know, I'm a story-driven type of person, but I really liked the way the story was written and everything. Also, the voice actors for each character was great, really good. Like, they felt like their counterparts. Like, Iron Man felt like Iron Man. Like, he reminded me so much of Robert Downey Jr. He had the quirky jokes, you know, he was very charismatic. He just felt like an Iron Man. Cap, very serious, old school, you know. The voice actor for him was perfect fit. Even Hulk had Bruce, he had a great voice actor as well. He felt like Bruce, like the way he talked. Instead of like talking like Hulk, he was talking like Bruce. He felt like Bruce, you know. He didn't feel like, oh, he's just Hulk. No, he actually had a really good. He was very good. He did it. All characters were believable, I should say. Each character was believable, and that's what you want in a game, to make it more believable. Sadly, there's no Spider-Man. Supposed to be getting Hawkeye. Supposed to be getting all these other characters, but is it too little, too late? You know, because when the PS5 drops, will this game be forgotten? I truly don't know. I mean, I guess we can see what happens. I mean, it's supposed to come on a PS5 as well, but I guess we can see what happens. With all this being said, my score for Marvel's Avengers is a 7 out of 10. It definitely could have been an 8, maybe even a 9. If there was just, I felt like there was more stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do. I wouldn't say there's a lot less stuff to do. I would just say the stuff kind of feels repetitive sometimes. So yeah, but I haven't played the multiplayer yet. I'm probably gonna play that. I'm not gonna really talk about the multiplayer and do a review for that or anything. This is gonna be the same as playing the multiplayer, you know, with your friends, you know, with the missions and stuff. So that's the only thing. It did feel repetitive at times, but the story, I think the story held it up to where it needed to go. It held it up very well. And also there is a I wouldn't say there's an end credit scene. You know how Marvel does it. So keep that in mind. If you play the game and you beat it, there is a end credit scene at the end. So they're definitely leaning towards the second one. There will be a sequel to this game. So I'm hoping the sequel will actually be better than this. You know, they're gonna improve upon all the stuff that people are saying that was not great about it and stuff like that. I think this game could have definitely been an 8 or a 9 if it didn't have these issues. You know, the character customization didn't feel like it was very different. You know, they had a lot. Like, you could do so much with the Avengers. Like, you can do so much, and unfortunately they just lacked a little bit of it. You know, other than that, great story game. I think great story game. Gameplay was solid. It's not bad. It's solid. At times it is annoying to play, but it's a solid game. Yeah, if you guys have played this game, I would love to know, what are you guys' thoughts about this game? How are you feeling after playing it? Or if you haven't played it, are you excited to actually play it? But I think it's a solid 7. Could have been higher, like I said, but it's a solid 7. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next review. Until next time, Magic signing out. Peace.